Greetings, champions! My name is Fickle, and today's video is covering the single most asked question in Roller Champions: how to get speed. This video was made possible by Ubisoft and the Roller Champions team through the Game Plan Initiative, which is a collection of community-produced content to help you improve your skills. Make sure to check out videos from the other wonderful creators as well if you enjoyed this one. We'll start with the basics first, and then cover some more advanced tactics for building speed in Roller Champions. Now, let's begin. If you want speed, you gotta start with the fundamentals. Pumping technique and timing is often overlooked when discussing how to get speed, but it's really, really important. When descending from slopes, you want to hold pump all the way down and don't release the button until you level out. Notice the timing in these clips. You do not want to hold pump all the time or while going up slopes. This will actually make you slower and you'll lose speed. This tempo will become pretty natural for you in a few games, but you should take advantage of the custom lobby and just practice the timing. Alright, let's discuss the elephant in the room: uppercut. Now, to me, this is the single most useful mechanic in the game, and you'll want to get really familiar with the two variants, because we will be using it a lot. Without the ball, press tackle, then jump to leap into the air. You can probably already see only after one repetition of how useful this will be, but also note that if you press both buttons at the same time, you go straight up, rather than going slightly forward, then up. Write it down, it'll be important for later. You can grab the ball mid-uppercut during the tackling animation, or even when you're in the air. Start getting accustomed to uppercutting just as you pick up the ball. A well-placed single jump timed perfectly will keep you speedy when going down the lanes. The ideal timing should be somewhere around the colored strip in the rink just before the wall starts to curve upwards. In Chichen Itza, that color is maroon, so keep an eye on it. You'll know you've done it correctly when your skates stay attached to the wall and you fly higher and higher with every jump. Pay attention to the timing of my inputs on the screen. The jump button timing will slightly change depending on how much speed you currently have, but this is a good starting point. You can try experimenting with double tapping or mashing jump, which sometimes gives you more height, but it's really risky. You'll get punished pretty hard and drop the ball if you mess up the double tap input because it will make you stumble. I recommend sticking with the single jump because you can get just as high and fast with perfect timing. And you don't have to risk stumbling. Practice this rhythm in custom games until it becomes second nature. But Fickle, how do we get even higher? Well, it involves using the uppercut in creative ways. But first, we need to talk about throwing the ball. What does throwing the ball have to do with gaining speed? Everything. Letting go of the ball with the intention of reclaiming possession with a well-placed uppercut will allow you to take advantage of both extremely useful moves. These are the two types of throws: throw taps and bowls. A throw tap is just as the name implies, just tap the throw button and instantly release. This will float the ball very softly for you to pick it up later. Bowls, which can be performed by aiming at the ground and pressing the throw button, are the other type of throw. They even added a very nice little reticle change to differentiate between a bowl and a regular throw. Very nice. We can utilize these new throwing mechanics to set ourselves up to gain instant height from anywhere, anytime, or any speed in the rink. Alright, now comes the fun part: combining what we've learned in more advanced ways that will give you an edge over your opponents. The first combo I'm going to show you is the bowl into uppercut. I know, not a very clever name, but really effective nonetheless. Gently bowl the ball in front of you and uppercut into the path of the ball. I recommend using the tackle then jump archetype of uppercutting because the tackle will stick your skater to the wall just enough to grab the ball while you're flying upwards. With this combo, you can get wall height equatable to 3 or 4 reps of pumping back and forth with just one uppercut. It's pretty useful. Be careful though, make sure you can reclaim the ball before defenders, or else you'll lose possession and your team will reset laps. Still not impressed? Well, let's take it one step further with the alley-oop. Another technique to utilize the uppercut while looking stylish as well. Skate up the wall, turn towards the opposite wall. There's a horizontal beam in all the arenas that I use as a point of reference. Aim slightly above that beam and perform a throw tap. The ball should create a perfect arc over the rink. If you skate to the opposite wall using your momentum and performing an uppercut, you should be able to collect the ball at the absolute apex of your jump, not wasting any of your momentum. This move is pretty tricky, but it's one of the best ways I've found to create insane height from almost a standstill. You can get nearly to the ceiling if you have any momentum going into your uppercut, and the ball is relatively safe from defenders because it's very high up in the air. From here, use your basic mechanics of pumping and jump timings to maintain speed and fly past your opponents. Now that you have all that height and speed, what should we do? Get creative. Pass yourself off the wall, use wall transfers, uppercut, grab the ball midair and shoot. The world, or should I say the rink, has endless possibilities. Lob the ball in the air, uppercut and drop kick through the goal to catch defenders off guard. Even do loops on the ceiling with well-placed wall transfers and get insane speed. You should now have all the tools you need to get creative in the rink. So practice your skills and ascend the ranks of roller champions. This has been Fickle, and I'll see you in the rinks, champions.